yourself?
Okay, I am 48 going on 49, married, 2 children, live in Pretoria, work for the Dealmaker Programs companies.
Okay.
So that's what I do. One of my hobbies is Harley Davidson. I ride a Harley Davidson. I love Jack Russells, a lot of family, very family orientated.
Okay.
My 2 youngsters are studying, so they're both at varsity at the moment. So I went in for a routine and didn't expect anything, and all of a sudden they delayed everything, more scans, more sonars. They did a biopsy and they said to me, I'll have the results by Friday. That didn't happen, so I only got the results the following Monday. And I think deep down, after the way they reacted and the response I got when I had the mammogram, I knew there was something not right. So it was a very, very long weekend, just like thinking through everything and deep down inside that doubt. So I think I was prepared for the Monday when I phoned and I got the results. They said you need to see a specialist ASAP. So that was how I found out. But it wasn't a total shock. My mum had been through breast cancer, and like 2 years earlier my sister-in-law. So I knew the routine, I knew the drill. On the Monday, when I got the news, I was obviously still in shock and denial and upset, very. But then it sort of carried on with the day, got the day behind me, and phoned my sister-in-law, and she phoned immediately the oncologist that she'd been with. And I had an appointment like the next day, I think, to see him. She came with me because I couldn't think straight and I couldn't take anything in at that stage. So she took down notes and deciphered and assured me that it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be.
Okay.
It was still early stages, so although it was aggressive, they could treat it, and they said the prognosis was good. Just go in, have the op. So we scheduled the lumpectomy pretty soon thereafter. I had 6 sessions of chemo. That wasn't fun. I had they call it the red devil. It's actually the one where your hair falls out, so you lose your hair and you feel quite grim, but I think in previous days you would feel worse. They've got a lot of wonderful antidotes now for the nausea and that kind of thing, so you can deal with it. It's bad and you do feel down, but you get through it. So each time it just got a bit worse and I got more tired and weaker, fatigued. When the chemo ended, it was actually pretty nice the way they scheduled the dates. So at Christmas I didn't feel so grim. I could actually enjoy Christmas Day with everybody. After the chemo ended, the last session was in March, so the 8th of March was the last one, and I've got a certificate to prove it from the oncology centre. I think the 3rd of March my brother was out from New Zealand, and we all went to do the cancer shave-a-thon thing, the whole family, from the 80-year-olds down through to the 6-year-olds. Everyone had a spray or a shave or whatever, but I wore my blue wig, and it was like one of those family photos that a very special photo. After the chemo, the radiation, I had a break between chemo and radiation. You're supposed to wait 4 weeks. I think I waited a little bit longer because I had something that was keeping me going. One of the things that kept me going was I would set myself goals between each session, and the one session at the end of it was looking forward to Bike Week in Margate. So we planned a family holiday and had a break, and I actually rode down on my Harley 6 weeks after the last chemo. I took it very slow, but I did it, and it was like just to prove it was me again and I could still do everything I'd done before. So I started the radiation and I'm still busy with it, and it's not as bad as I expected. It's actually nothing compared to chemo. And it finishes in July. I've got to go back to the oncologist, and then I will go on to a drug called tamoxifen for 5 years, just to maintain everything and keep the hormones at bay. And one of the side effects was going into early menopause. So I'm getting used to the hot flushes. Well, I was very fortunate in that most of the bills were covered by the medical aid. Things like the wigs and just like spoiling the family type of thing, like that Margate trip and that kind of thing. Other than that, I was very fortunate. It was actually a strange story. We've met Zanta Duplessis, and I think she's quite senior at Platinum Life. She did one of our training programs a while back, so she knows Kim Meredith and she knows me. I can't remember who contacted me or how I was put in contact with Platinum Life, but I do remember like setting it up. It was all done over the phone and it was really simple. The documents were delivered to the office, and it was just like as easy as ABC from day one. I remember reading all the testimonials and like all the wonderful things about Platinum Life, and I thought, oh well, I'm going to take it out. I don't think I'll need it, but with my mom's history, just to be safe, let's just do it. And I think I actually did it, and then a couple of years later I added my husband under the cancer cover, just in case. So I didn't actually expect to use it. And then I kind of was paying the premiums and forgotten about it until the biopsy, and when I had the lumpectomy, I think then I thought, okay, let's just see whether I can claim anything or not. And I phoned, I put in the claim. I think it was within a week or something it was settled and everything was sorted, got the payment into my account, got calls from Leandi before, during and after every session, and amazing, the care pack which was delivered to the office, like the hat and the tea and the book, the PJs, everything. It was like everything you can think of. So that was like a really nice spoil. And then I also got the option of a holiday. I think it was a weekend away or Pick and Pay voucher or whatever, which I chose Pick and Pay voucher. Yeah, so from beginning to end we've just been spoiled. All the calls and the care and the follow-up, and really been amazing, and I've since referred quite a few people to Platinum. With the money, obviously like I bought wigs. That was one thing I thought, no, to be more professional at work. I don't want to be walking around. I don't know, I just couldn't see myself as a Sinead O'Connor type of going totally bald. So the wig, I think that really helped me with, you feel like you're losing your femininity when you go through this whole experience, and that really helped me. What else? I guess the Margate trip for the family spoil, a bit of Christmas spoil for the family. I could do those kind of things, and the rest I've put away. So it's been amazing. I'm actually taking my daughter to Paris this year, and she's paid her ticket, and then I'm paying like the week. So how special is that? Just go for regular mammograms, and even if you're not 40 and over, if you've got any history or any suspicion or any doubt, just go for the sonar. It's worth it. It's really worth it. Mine was early detection, so I was very fortunate. It could have been it could have been a different story. So, and if people are signed up with Platinum Life, you may never use it. If you don't use it, you'll get your money back at the end, or you'll get half of your policy paid back to you, or your premiums. So I think all in all that was one of the reasons why I signed up with them, and also the fact that they donate to CHOC. I like that whole concept. It's just from beginning to end, it's just well thought through concept. So I think if people have that, then that knowledge can help them get through whatever they've got to deal with. Because you go through this whole turmoil, emotional ups and downs, and it doesn't just affect you, it affects the entire family and your colleagues, and yeah, so I think it's worth it.